Hi, welcome to this demo of Spectrum Protect Operations Center version 8.1.10. I'm going to be showing how you can now monitor Spectrum Protect Plus environments directly from the Spectrum Protect Operations Center. And so this new feature is going to simplify administration in environments where there's both a Spectrum Protect and Spectrum Protect Plus environment. Let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you how this new feature works. So from the Spectrum Protect Operations Center, you'll see that we now have on our What's New page the ability to monitor IBM Spectrum Protect Plus servers. Click on Overviews and then Protect Plus. If you've not yet added in a Spectrum Protect Plus server, you'll see the message, "No IBM Spectrum Protect Plus servers are configured." So go ahead and click the Plus Add Server. Now you do need to have a 10.1.5 or above Spectrum Protect Plus server that you're connecting into. So the first thing you're going to do is enter the Spectrum Protect Plus server address. We give you the default port of 443, but if you've used another port, you'll want to change that. This is the same port number you use for connecting to the Spectrum Protect Plus user interface. So if you've forgotten which port number you utilized, take a look at the URL you utilized to connect to the Spectrum Protect Plus user interface. Go ahead and click Next. Now you'll be prompted to review the certificates. So if you're okay with those certificates, you can go ahead and click Accept. Now you're given two ways to log on. The first is if you want to use the current credentials of your Spectrum Protect OC logon, and this would be good in environments where you're perhaps using LDAP or you have the exact same account name and password on both Spectrum Protect and Spectrum Protect Plus. Most likely you'll want to use the second option where we create a read-only monitoring administrator on Spectrum Protect Plus to interface with the Spectrum Protect Operations Center. So you first have to enter a Spectrum Protect Plus admin and password that do have the credentials to create a custom user and accounts. Now this is only going to be used for the configuration. So once you've entered that current Spectrum Protect Plus admin and password, go ahead and click Add Server. Now what this is going to be doing is it's actually going to be creating a monitoring administrator on the Spectrum Protect Plus server that is only going to be used with this Spectrum Protect Operations Center, and it is a read-only role. So now you can see we've succeeded both in connecting with Spectrum Protect Plus and creating that monitor role and that monitor user, and in saving that information into Spectrum Protect Plus, as well as establishing a session with the Operations Center. So go ahead and click Close. If you switch over to the Spectrum Protect Plus user interface, you can see that new user that we created to monitor it. If you click on the details, you'll see that it's a OC monitor role, and all of the permissions for the different pieces are going to be view only. Let's switch back to the Spectrum Protect Operations Center. Here's the new dashboard for that Spectrum Protect Plus environment that we just added in. You'll see in the top left, we have the Jobs and Operations panel, which will show you the jobs that are currently running, the active resources, and it will show you the schedules. You can actually drill down into these different pieces if you click, for instance, on the currently running jobs. We will show you all the jobs that are currently out there and going on. In fact, you can see we've got some restores going on. Go ahead and click Close. Likewise, you can drill into the active resources, and you can drill into the schedules that have been set. On the top right, we have a historical view, and this shows the history for the backups, restores, inventory, and maintenance jobs. You can either hover above these circles, which show the success rate of the types of jobs, or you can drill down in those. In fact, if you click on the failed portion, it'll take you to a drill down And that will show you the history of the failed jobs out there. Now in here you can sort, for instance, on the different columns. You can also click to see the activity log beneath those individual pieces. The data is being queried directly from the Spectrum Protect Plus server, so we're not storing it anywhere on the OC. If you did want to change the history for the amount of time frame we're looking at, you can click on the pull down there. Do note that the longer the history, the longer the query to the Spectrum Protect Plus server will probably take. If you were, for instance, to drill down into the backup jobs, one interesting thing here is that when you run a lot of virtual machine backup jobs, those actually back up a lot of individual VMs. And so we can actually use that log view to see the individual virtual machines that might have failed in that larger job. And once again, you can filter on those, you can move the columns, and you can even export that information to CSV if you want to preserve it or send it to somebody else. In the left-hand middle side, we have the capacity portion. The left side is a summary. That'll show you the available capacity in your disk vsnaps. It'll also show you your dedupe and compression ratios. On the right side in the middle are individual informations on each of the disks you have out there. And not only does it give you the individual dedupe and compression ratios, but if you have a lot of disks out there, the right-hand side is scrollable. Now this is just for disks. It does not include the cloud storage or any of your storage that you might be using when you offload via S3 to your Spectrum Protect storage pools or tape. On the bottom left, we have our policies, what we also refer to as our SLAs. If you click on the policy title, that will show you all of the SLAs. And if you see the area with the arrow next to it, you can expand that and view the policy options. Here we have, for instance, a EC2 snapshot policy. And if you look further, if we expand this one, we can see that it actually has an archive to a Spectrum Protect server, as well as a replication and object storage policy options associated with it. If you look in the bottom right-hand corner here, it tells you when the information for these subpanels was collected. These drill down panels are refreshed when you open them initially, whereas the dashboard itself is going to be refreshed every 2 minutes from the Spectrum Protect Plus server. The source protection is everything that Spectrum Protect Plus has been told about, and so this will show all of the VMs and applications that it is aware of. Now your VMs will include all the different VMware and Hyper-V hypervisors, whereas the apps include everything else. So that would be your applications, your containers, or your EC2 snapshots. We can monitor more than one Spectrum Protect Plus environment. If you want to add another environment, up in the top middle, you can expand the Spectrum Protect Plus server name. You click the Add Server button. You'll just go through the same screens we showed at the beginning of this demo, and this time you would simply enter the information for an additional Spectrum Protect Plus server. Once that other server has been added in, now the drop-down on the top will show you 2 servers, and you can toggle between them. Each Spectrum Protect Plus environment will have its own dashboard available for its specific information. If you want to remove a server, you can simply click the negative sign, and that will prompt you to remove the server. One thing to note is that the Spectrum Protect Plus information is not pulled into any of the current Operations Center reports. And if one of these Spectrum Protect Plus servers is offline, you will get a message that you cannot retrieve the information, and it'll prompt you to look in to see if the Spectrum Protect Plus server is up and running. You can also view the Spectrum Protect Plus documentation by going up to the right-hand corner, clicking on Protect Plus. That'll take you to the IBM Spectrum Protect Plus overview inside of the Operations Center. And if you scroll down, you can also click through directly to the Knowledge Center documentation, which is specific just to Spectrum Protect Plus. So in summary, I've shown you the new Spectrum Protect Operations Center and its ability to monitor one or more Spectrum Protect Plus environments. And when you add in a Spectrum Protect Plus server, you then will be able to see the information about that Spectrum Protect Plus environment's jobs and operations, capacity, policies. You'll be able to drill down into those and view things like activity logs, service level agreements, and so forth. So go ahead and give this a try, and I think you'll find it's an easy way to monitor both your Spectrum Protect and Spectrum Protect Plus environments from the Operations Center. Thank you.